We need to monitor what's happening in these marketplaces and what's happening in the world of companies that are being breached so that we know what information is out there floating around about us. How do I find out what information about me or my company is available to criminals? And the short answer is dark web monitoring. And I'm going to dig into the dark web real quick, just to make sure you guys know what the dark web is. And the dark web is encrypted online content that is not indexed by conventional search engines. Also known as the dark net, the dark web is a component of the deep web that describes the wider breadth of content that does not appear through regular internet browsing activities. And I have a picture here for us to look at so that we can really understand what this thing is. So when you're on Google, Yahoo, when you're on Facebook, Amazon, ordering things, Instagram, whenever you're using the internet for what you typically use the internet for, that's really only 4% of the internet, but it's pretty much what everybody uses. Lying below there is the deep web. Those are things that you're not going to find through a Google search. Medical databases, scientific databases, things that you have to know where they are so that you can go out and get them. They're not going to show up through a web search. And then even deeper than that is the dark web. And the dark web is something that you need specialized hardware and software to access. And so there's a lot of anonymity built into the dark web. And so there's a lot of privacy. And then also it lends itself to a certain amount of criminal activity. And I'm sure everybody's heard about all the bad things that are happening on the dark web. And for the sake of this quick webinar, we're going to focus on the marketplaces that exist where breached information changes hands. And just to give you an idea about what's happening there is that there are bad guys that are out there breaching information. There are folks that are warehousing breached information. And then in the marketplaces, that's where the breached information really starts to change hands. And we need to monitor what's happening in these marketplaces and what's happening in the world of companies that are being breached so that we know what information is out there floating around about us.